What's up, guys? Welcome to this week's Merce World. It's Thursday, you know what that means, a whole new selection of films and TV shows just for you, handpicked from Netflix, Amazon and Sky, so you haven't had to sift through a load like I've had to pick out the good and the bad. If you are new to the channel, thank you for coming along to watch. Hope you enjoy the content. Please hit subscribe and the notification tab, and every Thursday you'll be notified as soon as I upload a new video. Don't forget to leave a comment and a like if you're enjoying the content, as it really helps me a lot. Thank you so much for all your comments last week, guys. Some really interesting reads, especially to the question of the week, which was, what was the first DVD you ever bought? Nick Borrow, The Matrix. I've also got that on DVD. I've got one of the original cases, actually, I believe. I think it was one of the first DVDs that has really sold it on because of the effects and stuff. Mohammed as well, you got Big Daddy on DVD. I've also still got that. In fact, I think I've got every single Adam Sandler DVD that existed up until the point of about 10 years ago. Mr. Gooby Dog, I'm really sorry that you didn't enjoy The Long Shot. It's a bit of a shame to say because it is a really, really good film, but sometimes films just don't click with you, and I totally respect your opinion. Not everything is for everyone. Andy Stevens, let's hope they do a Titan Series 3 because I thought it was absolutely brilliant. And Shane, thank you very much for your comment and welcome to the channel. Hope you're enjoying it. So I was in Amsterdam last week celebrating my birthday. Now I'm back. I've watched a load of new shows and films just for you. So let's see what I've been watching this week. Best of Enemies on Sky Premiere. I'd never actually heard of this movie until it popped up on Sky as the premiere of the day, so I thought, give it a go. It had really, really good ratings, and I wasn't disappointed. It's a really, really good drama. The story is about a town in America that's sort of pretty much mainly KKK, the Ku Klux Klan, which is like a racist group for all these who don't know, in the sort of deep south of US of A. And it's about school integration, where they integrate sort of white kids and black kids for the first sort of time, because at the moment it's sort of separate schools for the white kids, separate schools for the black kids, because it's after, you know, everything that happened with slavery and sort of the abolishment of it. It's set during the 70s, early 70s, and it's a really, really good watch. I was so impressed with this one. For a 2 hours, 13 minutes film, it flew by it. That's how good it was. The acting in this movie is excellent. Every member of the cast delivered. It's just engrossing. It's not sort of action-packed too much, anything like that. The story is just fascinating. It's a true story. Sam Rockwell absolutely steals the show in this one as well. Sam Rockwell is one of the most underrated Hollywood actors. He never really gets mentioned that much, but every film he's done has been pretty damn good. He was actually married to Drew Barrymore after one of my favourite comedians, Tom Greenwood, as well. It's a little fact for you there. I would highly, highly recommend this movie. As I say, it's a kind of feel-good, wholesome film that, you know, sometimes in life you need to watch something like this just to remind you, you know, everyone becomes so self-involved and they kind of forget what it's like for other people, and this film is really good. I think if a racist person watched this film, it might actually make them change their mind a little bit. Who knows? If you're a racist, hope you're not, watch this film. I highly, highly recommend this one, and it's a fantastic piece of history put into movie. The Killer Inside Aaron Hernandez is a new documentary on Netflix. This three-part documentary is very, very interesting. Now, me personally, I don't really know a lot about NFL, like National Football League or anything like that, and I didn't even know about this case whatsoever. After I actually watched it, I thought, oh, maybe I did because of like similarities to O.J. Simpson case and things like that. I may have read something along those lines. The documentary is about an American footballer who signed for a big club. He was one of the hottest prospects in sort of college football, and then after about a year of playing in the season and they win in the league, you know, a championship winning team, he's then tried for murder in court. It's a fascinating watch. Personally, I didn't get as gripped into this as I did, say, Don't with Cats, but it's still a very, very interesting watch. Fascinating to hear from all sides. Kind of gives you a bit of an insight into what goes on, you know, behind the scenes with football. Things like them pumping players through drugs every game just to get them on the field, the head injuries that the guys suffer, the mental issues that that can cause. It's really, really worth a watch. I just didn't think that it was as mind-blowing as other documentaries. Like the twists in it weren't that strong. It's an interesting watch, but it wasn't sort of, there wasn't too many twists and turns, which was a little bit disappointing because that's what you usually expect from a Netflix documentary. If you are looking for a documentary to watch, this one's definitely worth a watch. If you're into sports, I think you'll find this very useful, or if you're into criminology as well, I think you'll really enjoy this one. So check that one out, guys. I'd love to know what you think. I personally think it's about 7.5 out of 10. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know in the comments below, as always. The Darkest Hour on Netflix. I saw this film last year originally when it was tipped for Oscars. It is a really great film. Now, If you saw the movie Dunkirk, which was also another amazing war film, this is set around just before the Dunkirk era, or sort of around the time. So obviously Dunkirk was set in France, and you saw everything that went on the front line. This is set in England, where Churchill is basically coming to power sort of last minute, and it's about 48-hour period really, and the decisions he's had to make try and turn the war. England are about to lose, you know, England literally on the cusp of being defeated, and then Churchill mans up, steps up, and boom. It's just great. You see some fantastic speeches which are really famous. Gary Oldman is brilliant in this. One of his best performances, if not his best performance. And that's saying so, because Gary Oldman is Gary Oldman, what a legend. So this film is really, really good. It's interesting to see what Churchill was like, obviously, if this movie is true. It's interesting to see his character, his family, his friends, the type of man he was. You hear a lot about Churchill, but we didn't really cover him a lot in history at school. I don't know about you, but it's a really, really great watch from start to finish. Obviously, you know the outcome, but it's still really tense. The way they've done it, it's just a really, really good drama. So if you're after something that's a really good watch, it fits all age groups, I would say. It's a bit of history. It's the sort of thing they'll probably end up showing in school lessons. Then check this one out. You will not be disappointed. It's one of the biggest films of the last few years, and it's now on Netflix. So check that one out, guys. Let me know if you enjoy it. That's all we've got time for this week, people. Hope you've enjoyed this fine Thursday's episode. I've enjoyed filming it as always. I can't wait for next week already. I've got so much lined up to watch each week now. What I like to do is I get a little list of things that I need to watch. Some of the films I already go to cinema and see. My question of the week this week is, would you enjoy a monthly cinema special? What I'm thinking of doing is, instead of just every Thursday, I might do once a month a little cinema special of new films at the cinema. Do you think that'll be worthwhile, or do you think just stick to as it is? Your feedback is what matters to me, so let me know if that's a good idea or not, and I will listen to you, the people, my viewers, the people I do it for. So thank you very much, guys, for tuning in. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I will see you, as always, next Thursday.